Minecraft 1.19.20 is officially out now. You can download the update and you'll see some new letters in the bottom right, but what is included in this update, I hear you asking, and the answer is not actually very much at all. This is one of the smallest updates we've seen in a while, but what features are inside of it then? Why is this coming out and what is coming next? And I'll be answering those three questions in today's video. First things first though, 1.19.20, you can download the update right now on all platforms, and on Nintendo Switch and iOS you'll get one additional feature each that aren't available everywhere else, and so I'll go into those right after I go through everything else, and this will be in order of most likely to affect you to least, because the biggest one is zombies now having a 10% chance to be able to break down doors on hard difficulty, and that's all they list it as on the changelog, so you might be confused, like, so is that a bad thing? Did hard just get harder? It's actually the opposite. Zombies used to have a 100% chance on hard difficulty of being able to break down doors, but now just 10% of zombies will be able to break down those doors. This is an improvement. However, you're still probably better off not using doors on this difficulty, just like how you're probably better off in the Basalt Delta, because now the So Below music track will play in this biome. Previously, this only played in the Soul Sand Valley, but it was meant to play in both biomes, and so now it officially does. Instantaneous effects can no longer be applied to dead mobs and players. D-pad left can be held to move the cursor left in menus continuously. Timeout when connecting to a multiplayer game has been reduced from 180 to 90 seconds. So now if you're not connected to a multiplayer game in 90 seconds, it'll say, yeah, you should try this again, rather than the game assuming that somewhere in those 90 seconds it might just fix something. That is a big improvement for those of you in multiplayer games. I know trying to play multiplayer on consoles can be a nightmare, so that's a big improvement. Also, they implemented a new marketplace error screen art and messaging, so they can let you know that happened. And then finally, they redesigned the menu toggle switches to make it easier to distinguish between the on and off states, and thank God for this one. I mean, personally, I found the new menu design to be such a nightmare to actually work out what's what, so that is a big improvement, or so I thought when I first read the menu. However, after actually comparing the menu from game to game, it seems as though it didn't actually change in this update. It's the old menu screen they updated to add the different toggle types in, which means that, yeah, this is a update that you won't be able to experience if you are a Nintendo Switch or a PC player, because PC has had this create new world screen that a lot of my subscribers have been calling dark mode. I personally just think it's like a really well polished screen that I'm not quite used to, and it's really strange for a lot of reasons. I could talk about why I don't like it another time. Mostly the inconsistency is my biggest issue. However, they've added the create new world screen to Nintendo Switch, so if you liked this dark mode world creation, whatever you want to call it, then now this is available on the Nintendo Switch. If you're curious about the iOS exclusive change, that one is the ability to support middle mouse click. If you use any other input method besides touch on your iOS device, now you have the pick block command, which is kind of weird they didn't have that before. I know that's possible on Android, so I wonder why that wasn't on iOS. Either way, they fixed that. Now every single device that I know of can use pick block as long as you're not using touchscreen controls, whatever device you're playing on, and so that is a huge improvement. They've also done a lot of fixes. I could scroll through all of them and show you, but long story short, there are now fewer things that will crash Minecraft. The game is more stable, and so that is the crux of why they released this update. They released this update like they always do with minor versions, i.e. not 1.18, 1.19, but instead 1.19.2, 1.19.20. These are minor version fixes. These are bug fixes, effectively. When they release a ton of new content, they release a ton of new bugs, and it's important to go back through and fix those, and so that's why there's so many fixes in this update, because that was the primary thing that they were going for. If they're working on brand new features that are going to be exciting and, you know, really change the game in major ways, then these are not things they'll be including in 1.19.20, 1.19.30. You can't expect a whole brand new mob or a whole brand new item type or gameplay mechanic. These will be instead included and bundled in the next major update, which will be 1.20 or 1.20 at this point. So with that said, the question is what comes next? And you might be thinking, ooh, is it going to be 1.20? Now they fixed all the bugs for 1.19, are they going to be working on that? Well, simply put, they will be working on 1.20 right now. However, they'll also be working on another bug fix, 1.19.3 and 1.19.30. Just a reminder for those of you who are new here, 1.19.3 is the Java version, 1.19.30 is the Bedrock version, and both of these updates will be happening. How do we know that? Well, because they're actually going through the beta process right now. They just released a brand new beta for 1.19.30 last week, and in that beta, they included more unique features than this whole bug fix included, so you can look forward to things like enchanting tables, producing a sound when enchanting an item. That's actually a pretty cool one. Or the bottom side of the melon texture texture matching the top side of the melon texture? Wait, it doesn't match right now? What does it look like? We need to find out. Okay, so this is a melon. As you can see from all of the sides, it looks the same. However, what does it look like from above and below? From below, it looks like this, which is a side texture, and from above, it looks like this. I guess, yeah, if you think about it, the melon should look like this on the bottom. A melon has... Wait, should it? I think, you know, it makes more sense than a side texture. That makes sense. Does the pumpkin have the same top and side texture? That's going to be the thing I decide it on. Yeah, I guess the melon should match on the top and bottom. Well, that's something you can expect in 1.19.30. Man, these are the sorts of things you don't think about till you really go deep on the textures, and I guess I'm glad that someone did. But we're not here to talk about melon textures today. Instead, polar bears. They're dying just like... Just like how you might be dying to find out what is going on with the next major update. Okay, we get it, there's going to be another bug fix, but when are the, you know, the major features, the things they're working on, those new mobs or items or gameplay mechanics, when are we going to be seeing those? This is the question everyone has when an update comes out, because of course, we just received a small update, now we want to know about the big update, because those are the ones that really get people excited. No one's going to come back after a big hiatus from Minecraft and play 1.19.20, or I assume not at least, but yeah, we're going to be learning about 1.20 at some point, probably not in August if we're being honest. We'd be very lucky if we saw a snapshot or a beta or even an announcement this month. Instead, I imagine that given September, October time is when they do their big Minecraft Live, their once a year presentation about what's going on in Minecraft, this is the time to announce 1.20, and there's lots of questions we have about that update that hopefully would be answered. Like, is this going to be a second update this year, or are they going to go back to the 1 year update cycle? There are questions like, what is the theme of the update going to be? There are questions like, are they going to go bigger and better and try and tie this into Minecraft Legends? There's all of these different things that we won't know until that announcement comes. For now though, all we know, 1.19.20 is officially out and it has slightly different features between platforms. We do know that there are going to be another set of bug fixes in 1.19.30 and maybe even another one after that. And then we do know that somewhere along the next month or two, we're going to be seeing the next big update announced. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I always get someone accusing me of making an 8-minute update video when it could have been 35 seconds of a changelog or something, but I assume that you clicked on a video, and the reason I make these videos is because I would like to hear, you know, when I'm thinking about this stuff, like, okay, so what does this lead to? What does this mean? What do these features actually entail? And so I hope you all enjoy the video where we dive into each of those, and I hope you're looking forward to 1.19.30, where the melon texture will finally be fixed. It's a problem I didn't know we had till just now, and yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing. I cover Minecraft updates and all other weird Minecraft survival things here on this channel almost every single day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.